My name is Michael Spillman. I am an addict. I have been fighting addiction since I was 15 years old. Um, I grew up in a house where my dad was a drunk, an alcoholic, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I grew up with. I was in and out of bars with my dad growing up, and that's what I seen. Didn't know my mother until I was older. Um, Went and found another way to feel myself, and I found it in drugs. Started using dope when I was 15 years old, and it numbed the pain. It made me forget about things that I didn't want to think about mom not being there, um, just everything. It made it all disappear. Um, I come into recovery September 6th of 2016. Pled into drug court here at Cleveland County and started coming to the Virtue Center with a counselor up here. And since then, I've been sober. I've had hills, bumps in the road, whatnot. Um, I had one relapse back in March, and since then, I don't know. I'm sober. 256 days sober today, and I couldn't say I've ever felt better in my life. I've got a relationship with my daughter who's 14 months old that I would not have had I still been using or drinking or anything. I've got a great relationship with my mom and my dad. Haven't talked to my dad in, I don't know, probably 8, 9 years. And now we talk at least twice, 3 times a week, if not every day. Planning on going to see my mom for Christmas. I ain't seen her in 4 years. And she gets to meet her granddaughter. So that's some of the things that you miss out on in addiction. You miss your family. You miss watching your kids grow up. You're not there. Even if you are there, you're not there in your mind. Um, I don't know. I watched one of my kids grow up probably 2 years of drinking in the bars every night, and I couldn't tell you what her first words were. My daughter, my newborn, is my life now that I'm sober. Um, I see her all the time. I know what she likes. I know what she don't. I know she knows who her daddy is, and that fills a void in my heart and in my soul that drugs couldn't even begin to touch. I've found a new way of life thanks to the Virtue Center and my counselor helping me. Um, Narcotics Anonymous also showed me the door, helped me with the steps, and it's got me well on my way. 17 years using and abusing drugs and alcohol. And I've been living in the streets, sleeping in my car if I had a car, um, surf couching. You name it, I've done it. Um, I've done some bad things to people that I'm not so proud of, but I can look back now and ask for forgiveness, and I know that when the time is right, I will be forgiven. I look forward into the future, and I don't see them issues anymore. I'm a completely different person. I've got my own mechanical business now. I've got people who trust me. I've got people who call me for advice. I've got people who don't mind if I use their truck just to go up the road to pick up a couch or something. That's something that I couldn't do back in my using days. For somebody to just hand me the keys to their truck and never think twice about it's beyond me. But I've got trust. I'm very reliable now. I've learned time management. I can go on and on and on, but the the purpose of this is to let each and every one of y'all who's watching it know that there is a better way of life. Sobriety is it. If you need help, come to the Virtue Center. Go to NAs. They're everywhere. And speak to somebody. You can get help. And if you want it, you'll have it. It's not easy, but it's worth working for. With that, I'm going to close.